So last meeting, we discussed about the ways in writing a set, which is the roster method and the set builder notation. So this time, let us have identify and illustrate empty or null set, singleton or unit set, finite or infinite set, joint and disjoint sets, equal and equivalent sets. Now, what is an empty or null set? From the word empty, meaning a set with no element. So is it possible that the set has no element? Yes, it is possible. For example, R is a counting number less than 12 but greater than 15. Counting number less than 12 but greater than 15. So naabay number nga gamay sa 12 pero dako sa 15. Counting gamay sa 12 pero dako sa 15. So there is no number that is greater than 15 but less than 12. So therefore, in roster method, you have to write R is equal to empty. This is a symbol of empty. And this is a symbol of null set. So if you are going to write in a null set, you don't need to put braces. Wala na siya braces pa sa null set. So meaning, wala siya element. Kaya wala number nga gamay sa 12 niya, dako pa sa 15. Diba? Libog, no? Gamay sa 12 niya, dako pa sa 15. So set builder notation, R is equal to all x's such that x is a number less than 12 but greater than 15. So what is the cardinality of this? Since there is no element, so the cardinality is 0. Again, the cardinality is 0. Now, so you can write it in this form, empty or null. Take note the symbol of null set. This is the symbol of null set and this is the empty. So they have the same, but in writing empty, so you just have braces, then empty. There's no element inside. Null set is you have a circle, then a bar. That is the null set. Now, next is singleton or unit set. It's a set with one element. So this time, there is an element, but we have only one. So for example, P be the set of national anthem of the Philippines. So how many national anthem do we have? So we only have one national anthem. That is Lupang Hinirang. So therefore, that is roster method. If P is equal to the Lupang Hinirang. So see, that is our that is a singleton or unit set because we only have one element, Lupang Hinirang. Set builder notation, P is equal to all x's such that X is a national anthem of the Philippines. So now what is the cardinality? Yes, N, take note N, parenthesis, when for a cardinality, this is quantity, P is equal to 1. So singleton or unit set is a set having one element. Next, infinite set. Infinite. So, is a set with no last element and cannot be counted. So, for example, W be a set of whole numbers. So, we talk whole numbers from 0, take note, from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. So, the presence of ellipsis here, kini siya tutuldok dito, that, ellipsis, meaning there is no last element. What is the last element? No, there's no. So meaning it cannot be counted because there is no last element. So that is an example of infinite set. Infinite set, it has no last element. It cannot be counted. So meaning when you are going to get the cardinality, cannot be determined. So the cardinality is cannot be determined. So dili siya maihap. So wala siya cardinality. So it can be written in a set builder notation. W is equal to all x's such that x is a whole number. So, finite. So, if there is infinite, there's also finite. Finite is a set with last element and the elements can be counted. So, maihap ang element. For example, X be the set of natural numbers between 1 and 10. Take note, when we talk about natural, it is the same as counting. So, between 1 and 10. So, tunga-tunga sa 1 and 10. So, kung sa may mga natural or maihap nga numbers nga between 1 and 10. Meaning, wala labot, 1 and 10 is not included. So, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is the last element? So we have 9. So since it can be counted, this is finite set. Unit set is also a finite set. So a set builder notation, it can be written as W is equal to all x's such that x is a counting number between 1 and 10. So what is the cardinality? So we have 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 is the cardinality. So the set has a last element which is called, that's why it is called finite. So finite, maihap, na last element. Infinite cannot be counted, dili maihap. We have to use ellipsis there. Now, joint sets. From the word joint, meaning are sets with common elements. So, naa siya common. So, for example, given the two sets below, love and liked, what have you noticed on the given two sets? Yes, they have the same elements. What are the elements in common? We have L and E. L and E. So L and E. So therefore, they are called joint sets. B and C are joint sets. We're going to draw a Venn diagram. Actually, this is the Venn diagram. It was devised by a great British mathematician and logician John Venn. So Venn diagram is called picture set. So murag gipictura na to ang set. We have circles, we have a rectangle. So in the green one, we have our B, set B. In the pink one, we have C. So the set V is we have love. The set C is we have liked. But take note that I and E is common between B and C. So nag-overlap sila dira. That's why it is called join. Nag-join sila sa I, sa L o sa E. Now how about disjoint sets? So disjoint sets are sets with no common elements. Kanang wala siya common. For example, R with the elements give, Give. P is an ant, A-N-T. So, what have you noticed? There is no common element. So, you've noticed that we have the two separate circles here. Nagbulag sila. Anong wala man sila join kaya wala man siya common element. So, take note, this is what we call disjoint sets. Now, equal sets. From the word equal, they have the same, exactly the same elements. For example, E, F, C. Asa man diri ang naipariha og element. So, E and C, yes, very good. E and C have the same elements. God or Dog, they are the same. So therefore, they are equal, exactly the same element. So set E is equal to set C because they have the same elements, God and Dog. Now, how about equivalent? So equivalent sets are sets with the same cardinality only. So again, parihara sila gidaghanon, but not exactly the same elements. For example, what have you noticed on E and F? How many elements in E? We have three. F, we have three also. How about F and C? Tag three gihapon. So therefore, they are what we call equivalent. Equivalent gani ang pareha ra gidaghanon. So the cardinality of set E is 3. The cardinality of set F is 3. Yellow, blue, red, and God, this is what we call are equivalent. So what is the symbol of equivalent? This is the symbol of equivalent. So mula siya ming wave, wave. But this is unequal. So since they are equivalent, kay gidaghanon naman pareha sila gidaghanon, so we have to write the symbol. E and F are equivalent sets. The same also with F and C. The same, they are equivalent. But E and C, take note, are equal. So use the symbol equal. So this is now the Venn diagram. So E and F, God, yellow, red, blue, this is equivalent. So these are disjoint pod sila na disjoint sila kay kidaghanon na sila no. But not totally always disjoint gid sila no. There were times nga mag-join pero isa ray common. Pero diri wala gid sila common. But when you talk about equivalent, equal, E is equal to C, C is equal to E. This can be written as, so we have here E ang green. So inside E is C because they are equal. Then ang E pod, it can be written inside C because they are equal because all elements of C is in set E. All elements of E are also in C. So you can have God inside set C inside E or set E inside C. So they are equal. So I hope you learned something today. Thank you for watching. And this is Teacher Verhel. saying thank you and may God bless us all.